Hello and welcome back to the SlapDuck podcast. I'm your host, Sally Iqbal, aka your nan's worst nightmare, aka Data Bayo, aka Where's Sasuke, aka give me that Spider-Man that looks like Tom Holland, aka Muhammad Ali versus Antonio Inoki by Josh Gross. Buy that book and use my link.
What is happening? What the Why did you go 8 miles on us?
Joined by in the room with a light on in the background.
It's me. It's George Gessie. You guys remember me? Do you remember? Do you guys do you remember the life and the life?
I wasn't joking.
What is happening?
I'm also joined by
Lucas Sheehan. It's SlapDuck. It's season 2. We're back after. I thought it would be a month. We said a month. It's longer than a month, but we're season 2. Like, we're slapping 2 ducks at once. We have 2 hands. We're slapping them twice. I've had 2 beers, so things are going to get weird because COVID has ruined my fucking tolerance. So be prepared.
Very bad idea getting me to start because now I've got like way too much energy now.
Energy. I know. I don't know why you went so 8 Mile on us. It was just very weird.
You wait. Before the start of the show, you said, right, let's not get it twisted right now. You were like, Sully, I want you to bring as much energy as you can. I want there to be as many AKAs as possible. Sully followed suit. You cannot gaslight him right now.
I love the fact that he actually did it. I didn't expect him to actually do it.
100% went over what I was like expecting. As soon as that first one came out, I'm like, oh no. I've mega evolved. Like, let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, Sully, kick us off.
This is George's topic, and George just wanted us to have a little chat about how we've been doing.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. So I'm going to pose the question. You guys ready?
Yeah.
How have you guys been for the last 6 months?
Well, Jesus, it's been 6 months, isn't it?
Has it actually been 6 months?
It's been
maybe like 7 months now. Well, creeping up to that anyway.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Really? Jeez. Oh, so we initially said a month, didn't we? It was like,
it's not been 6 months since SlapDuck.
No, it's been. I meant 6 months since lockdown. That's what I meant.
Oh
shit! Sorry, I meant since our last episode. 3 months isn't too bad, I guess.
3 months is one trimester.
We did promise him a... Sorry.
That's funny. I like that.
But no, I mean, things have been weird. I mean, I'm happy to get this off and try not to burp my way through it because Budweiser is gassy. But yeah, things have been strange. I mean, we're here in the UK. You probably heard from our voices that we're UK based, but it's been a weird few months. It's been a weird, past month, if I'm honest. Things seemingly got better.
And they got worse.
George is no longer stranded in the middle of fucking nowhere, aka Birmingham. He's back down in London.
I love Strand.
He's back down in London. I got to see his face once so far. I was excited to see his face. Like, this was when you could go to bars with a few people. Yeah. And I mean, I say bars. We went. A friend booked a place at a Beer 1. We went there thinking, "Oh, this would be fun." And you were locked to your table. The music was really quiet. It felt like you were at a fucking Weatherspoons with like a little bit of a jingle in the background. It was very weird, but it was nice seeing people. And then I guess people saw too many people, and then things got really shit again. And now we're going back into another. Hopefully not full lockdown, because oh my god, I don't want the gym to close. It's the only thing keeping me fucking sane at the moment.
Honestly,
yeah. It's actually because I mean, I can't remember the last time we did this, whether I was or was not. But I got put on furlough for a while. And by a while, I was on furlough for a fucking while. I'm now back, which is nice. I've not been back long, weirdly enough, but the fact that towards the end of furlough, the gym started to open again. And that was literally my routine was getting up, and it gave me kind of a bit of you're no longer just sitting at home trying to find things to do. It was a bit of structure to it. And now that I'm back at work, my job is to sit at my desk and do sound design stuff and do sound mixing. So I sit down all day, which sucks, but I can get up in the morning, go to the gym, and actually feel like I've not just slobbed out all day, which is nice. I really hope we don't get to the point where things close down again to that degree. That being said, let's hope people wear masks and stuff, because I literally got an email from my gym today before we did this saying that like we're asking people to wear masks in the gym again when you're actually working out. Like the bench press, you don't need to wear it, but if you're moving between machines, you've got to wear them now, which I'm absolutely fine with. I really hope everyone does that so we can keep like, if we all do this, we can have nice things. If you don't, that's why we can't have nice things.
Also, wearing a fucking mask is cool.
I feel like a trap artist,
especially if it goes with your outfit.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah,
I always go with monotone masks, and I've gone like darker colors, and because all I wear is fucking black all the time.
Yes.
Sully, do you have multiple different colors of masks?
I have a blue one and I have a black one, and I'm thinking of getting another one because it's good to have variety.
Little fashionista. I literally just have I bought like a 6-pack of black masks. See, they're actually kind of comfy. They're all very different sizes.
I used to have just a black mask, and then my friend, she was like, "Mate, I can style with my mask." I'm like, "That's fucking dope."
Let's go.
It's been weird, but yeah, I mean, it's not been as bad as I thought it would be. Yeah. But I think I guess now that it feels like we're out the other side, but not quite out the other side. Like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but there's also a cave-in happening. So let's hope it doesn't properly cave in.
Yes.
It was nice up to this point. Like it felt like we were slowly allowing things. I've been to the cinema twice. I made me feel really nice. I got to see Tenet in the cinema. I didn't hate the sound mix, but I did see it in a fancy cinema, so that's probably why. But I felt like those small things that I loved doing, that I wasn't able to do, that I missed the most, I was slowly allowed to start doing.
Yes.
And at the moment, at the time of recording, we're still allowed to do those things. I hope that continues on. I hope that we can stop the rise that's happening at the moment so we can keep this. But like, obviously, if it rises to a point where they have to shut down again, it's going to get bad again. I'm hoping. I'm trying to be optimistic. It could be the beer. I don't know, but I'm trying to be optimistic.
The beer is making me optimistic.
Wow.
I know. Someone else do some talking, please.
Fucking
Sully.
Yeah, I'm all right. I think I'm in the same boat as you, Luca. I was like, yeah, man, shit's getting better. It's cool. I think I expressed this on the last episode of SlapDuck of season 1. I'm always a little bit more hesitant as a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also a little bit of a hypochondriac. So like the kind of like the rise and shit, it's kind of got me. This is kind of thing I want to tell you about, George, earlier. Like we have plans next week.
We do.
And there was a tiny bit in my head when we were making those plans where I hesitated. Where I was like, oh, I don't know, because also I have to travel into London and stuff, and I have plans the following day with a friend, and she lives with like elderly people, so I had that slight hesitation. But I like texted my brother and my friend. I was like, "What do you think?" My brother's he's a doctor, so he's like, "Stop being a dickhead," and I'm like, fuck you. And my friend was like, nah, it's fine. Whatever. So now I was like, there's still a little niggling bit of me, but it's also because I put myself in this frame of mind of like, I've built this kind of too much of this protection layer around me, which I'm glad we're going to go do something fucking dope, which is going to help me get out of that.
And it is pretty dope. Can't lie. I am very much excited about it. Do we want to say what we're doing?
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, we're going to go see Akira in IMAX.
Yeah!
Like, what the hell? Akira in IMAX? Yes, please.
Let's go, please.
Let's go, boys.
Some would say they ripped off Matrix to make this film. But yeah, other than that, like, I finally slowly started to get serious about like my health, because I've put on a lot of weight over lockdown, and that's purely because I have no self-control when it comes to food. So I mean, you guys will see the results of it when you see me next week. But Like I'm slowly, like I got really heavy. I'm slowly working that down, but it's still like it's going to be a long journey. But
Sure, always is.
I'm cool with it. I'm like, and I'm actually enjoying like getting some exercise in, because there's always that initial thing where it's like I can't be arsed.
Yeah.
But then,
yeah.
But now I'm slowly being like, yeah, I actually want to go for a jog somewhere. I actually want to, because I got like a standing bike from like a charity shop. It's like whatever. It's something. Nice. It's better than nothing. Nice, man. So I was like, oh, I want to do that. So that's getting better. That, and I've been watching sports animes, and those get me really hyper.
Oh my god!
Oh,
absolutely.
there you go.
Yep. No,
fucking
he's
watching
absolutely
Haikyuu.
Right.
I'm like, can I join a volleyball team?
Yes, of course you can.
Can I be the tiny giant?
Yes, of course you can. Do that.
But yeah, beyond that, I'm loving doing TikTok stuff as well over lockdown.
Good.
More getting positive, but also like wear a fucking mask when you go outside, you dickhead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. Yeah. It's really not hard.
It's literally a mask.
I'll DDT you.
Pop it on.
Nice.
George.
Go for it. Okay. Let me talk about my time during lockdown. Are you guys ready for this?
You did preempt us with this one. Yes. I got my beer ready. I always got water ready if I need to spit it out on something.
Please don't take you. Electronics.
I generally do.
In case the beer gets too much, right? Okay, so I'm going to take you on a little walk down memory lane.
I love walking.
So, when did we stop recording? Was it in April?
I don't remember.
No,
March.
June. Really? I don't know.
Either May or June, because we went into lockdown in April and we did a good few episodes.
we went into lockdown in March.
Really?
You know what?
Yeah.
I could March. Just like it was I believe it was the 10th of July. No, 12th.
The 13th or 14th
I've got
of March.
Anchor here.
7th of July.
Oh, that's when we stopped.
7th of July was the last episode by date created on the file that I have on my hard drive.
That went out on the 8th. 50 plays.
Jeez. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. Well, maybe I've probably talked about this, but maybe not on the show. But
I don't think you talked about it on the show.
Okay. Yeah. It's probably a bit too raw at the time.
Definitely raw at the time. You may have heard it in his voice.
Yes. So essentially, no names will be named. But George went from being in a relationship to not being in a relationship.
Damn.
And I think that's a decent thing we could probably talk about, you know? Not specifically mine. But,
we can talk about it as like,
you know, in general.
The effects of, yeah, I mean, like, this is such a weird time to be either in a relationship where you're not actually living together or trying to date. Because, I mean, there is the world is such a fucking topsy-turvy place. Like, people are Skype dating and shit, but I mean, let's be honest, is that really a date?
I've been there, done that. Not about that life anymore.
I'm not like, also, like at this point, like, cool, yeah, we can chat till things are better. It's like at that point you have a pen pal. I'm not about the pen pal life, if I'm honest.
I can completely like sympathize and all this sort of stuff. But since that event happened during lockdown, seemingly my life went from being on a flat plane because of the situation, not because of the relationship, but the situation that was happening. The flat plane, as soon as that event happened, my life feels like it took off, like completely skyrocketed in a way that was like, you know, everybody does it, you know, as soon as you encounter a breakup or some kind of traumatic thing, I say traumatic, some kind of event like that. Yes, emotional turmoil. As soon as that's relieved and broken, it's okay. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Yeah.
And for me, it was right around the time when The Last Dance was super popular.
Yeah, I remember.
It was. Yeah.
And I watched all of it, and I was like, oh my god, I need to be in control. I need to be like Michael Jordan on the court right now for myself. And it was that spark, that motivation was like, okay, I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to go for a cycle. I'm going to not eat shit. I'm going to I'm going to do all this sort of stuff. I'm going to look after my brain. I'm going to look after my body, and I'm going to really listen to what I really want from now on and for the end of time.
Yeah.
And I've only gotten better since. Okay. Sorry, Sully, I can see you want to interject.
Did you whisper to yourself that someone said they could score more points than you and they were better than you at basketball, and then decided to go out there and fucking end their entire career?
Essentially, yeah, but that was to my old self.
Yeah, it sounds like a classic George move. It's like someone's challenging me. Oh, I'm gonna fuck that bitch up. I'm challenging me. I'm gonna fuck me up. And then you go for it.
That's exactly what happened. That's so weird. Were you guys there? That's weird.
Yeah, there was.
We were on the Skype call with you, George. We saw you doing the back and forth. It was very weird.
I tried to record it for Harry Hill, but
that's 250 quid. Get in.
Nice. I mean, I'll have that. Fuck it, 250. Why not?
But it's been. I've, not to take away from the fact that it was a very emotional time during lockdown. I've come out of it learning a hell of a lot about myself, which I think is the most important and the best takeaway from anything is what have you learned from this situation? What will you do next time?
True.
I even learned shit about my creative process, and I was like, oh my God, this one is probably easier to go into detail in. The other one, maybe a bit more difficult. But
broad strokes, yeah.
With my creative process, I had a moment, probably because of the breakup. Sorry about that. I was just moving my chair. Because of the breakup, because it infects your mind in such weird ways.
Yeah.
I lost all motivation to draw, to animate, to do anything. I was like,
I remember this.
Yeah. I was like, this is shit. This sucks so hard. And what allowed me to get out of it, and I think this is important for me to make an audio note of in this podcast in case I ever need it again, is I have to allow myself to be inspired again. Because you fall into these little traps of, well, I mean, for me specifically, I was drawing the same thing over and over again. It felt like I was doing the same thing over and over and over again. Where I was looking at things that were really cool pieces of artwork, and I was looking at it and I was like, that's cool. That's theirs,
Yeah.
That's their thing. All right, I'll just carry on doing my thing. At no point did I think, fuck it, I'm going to take their thing. I'm going to try it,
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I haven't abandoned a style or what I would usually do, but my eyes are open so much more to this style is cool. This isn't something I'd usually do. I'm going to go for that. Why not? The only thing stopping me is myself. And if it looks bad, I don't have to post it anywhere,
True. Yeah.
Instagram isn't the be all and end all. Neither is Twitter. Neither is any of these other social media things.
Napster, though.
Napster is the be all end all,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's like LimeWire.
Mate, I miss LimeWire. RIP.
I watched a video by Nakey Jakey. Just throwing him out there again. He talks about in the heyday of LimeWire, they brought out LimeWire Pro, but hackers managed to get LimeWire Pro onto LimeWire, so you could just download it for free.
That is so good.
Do you remember that? I think I did that. That was so stupid. But anyway,
those were the days where the subscriptions weren't a fucking thing.
Yeah.
DRM wasn't really a thing. I'm definitely not the good old days, but
accidentally downloading a cover on LimeWire. So why does it sound different?
Yeah.
This isn't Eurythmics. This is Marilyn Manson. What?
So
the Chipmunks.
Right, guys. Let me continue.
Sorry. You made this tangent.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. So it's been. So that I kind of feel like the opposite of everyone else in a weird way, because everybody's lockdown was oh, we can't do this. This is shit. Everybody, like, we're all not scared, but we're all like very aware and very wary of what's going on and all this sort of stuff. But for me, it went from being breaking down into tears while cooking sausages to now feeling like I'm the person I was supposed to be, that I wanted to be before. And it feels awesome. It feels awesome.
I mean, it looks awesome. Like, we saw you were cooking before. It wasn't sausages anymore. It was chicken thighs and rice, and it looked sexy.
Dude, oh my God.
Yeah. You've gone from cooking sausages and crying to doing this shit, and it looks lovely.
Mate, you should have been here. The rice is mildly spicy. It was good. It was
that's the best kind of rice.
I've become a chef now. You know, staying at home all the time, you have to cook meals. And now I'm like, okay, let's see what I can do. Let's see what I can whip together. And I whipped together God's meal. It was amazing.
I'm gonna bake you some shit since I now bake. Well,
my God! When we go see Akira, can you do that?
Oh, I'll bring some things. Yeah, why not?
I won't do that because my cooking skills have gotten better, but they're still shit.
I mean, I can't promise they're gonna be good, but
that's fine.
I'll make something.
Give me a little bit of milk in that cookie.
That is, that's a bit sus, man. I don't know how I felt about
that. That boy's sus.
I don't know about that.
Can I buy milk from the cinema?
Probably not.
I don't think you can get milk in the cinema.
In the kids' meal, maybe? Exactly. But no, that's a Happy Meal.
Yeah. Can you get milk in a Happy Meal?
Yeah.
I don't think you can't get Happy Meal at the fucking Odeon.
No, I'm talking about milk.
Yeah,
you can get milk in a Happy Meal.
You can get like apple slice instead of chips. Like,
that is...
Why do you hate your kid?
Right. Anybody
No,
who gets...
you want them to be healthy. I get it.
You take them to fucking McDonald's.
No, that's my thing. It's like, if you want your kids to be healthy, why the fuck are you taking them to McDonald's?
Exactly.
You take them to McDonald's to like fuck up their arteries. Just don't take them to McDonald's. It's healthy. We took the skin off. It's good.
Yeah.
But yes,
burger.
As a little blanket on that was my take. That has been my lockdown experience. It's been amazingly positive after a huge negative.
I kind of want to touch on that creative thing, your new creative style. Something I've been feeling like very, very recently, like the past week in particular. Obviously, myself and Luca were working on something together, and I feel like at some point we both maybe lost a little bit of that vigor we had before, which we've never discussed. So this is literally us live discussing.
Yeah, this is us live discussing it, but I think we're on the same boat.
However, the past week I've been starting to write different stuff to what I normally would do. Like I fucking got into like writing haikus and shit, and also have started thinking about writing fantasy, which is something I never touched before. And that new vigor of, this is something I've never done before, and it's a new take on writing, makes me want to go back and write the shit I was doing with Luca. And no, Luca, it's not erotic fantasy.
The moment you said fantasy, elf boobs just went into my fucking head. I was like, Sally,
no, it's not. It's more in line with Naruto.
Amazing.
Naruto meets Fire Emblem? ? But yeah, no.
I guess we can't really. We're not gonna discuss the thing that we were working on together because we would like to like ship this off to something at some point once we get clearance on it. But it was like you got very broad strokes for this and very broad strokes for George because I don't think he's read it yet, even though we sent it to him.
It's a call out. We called it
out. This is season 2. What are you calling me out for? This is bullshit.
All about positivity through negativity.
Well, it's about to get negative and then it'll get positive. So we started with like one core idea, and like because I was on furlough, I was just sitting there one day. And I was like, hey, fuck it, I'll start writing and see where it goes. And then like it went places, and then it went to a really dark place, and then I sent it to Sully. And it was like the second to last episode, Sully.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah. And it went to that kind of dark place. It's kind of like,
I questioned what's going on with your life.
Yeah. Sully literally was like, "Are you all right?" I was kind of like, yeah, I'm fine. I mean, I was in a dark space. It was, I was furloughed. I had fuck all to do. I was obviously feeling down about myself and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But writing that kind of stuff like genuinely helped. Just getting some form of kind of that emotion onto page. Catharsis. And then I told the story to my dad, who was working from home. So like once he was done working from home, we was like cooking. I said, hey, this is the thing that I wrote today. I told him the story. And then his immediate thing was kind of like, fucking hell, that's dark. Are you all right? I was like, yeah, fine.
Look,
and then he got,
yeah.
Then he goes, this ain't for kids, is it? I was like, fuck no, it's not for kids. I was like, oh, thank God. Because you can't tell kids that story. It's just not something that they should like be in. Read it, George. Sorry. George is just gonna be like, what's wrong? I was like, we sent it to you a month ago.
All right, okay, damn. I've got a free day tomorrow. I'll do it. I promise on this podcast. I will read it tomorrow.
Cool.
I mean,
if he doesn't read it tomorrow, the next time we record this, probably another 3 months.
Let's try and make it at least monthly.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we've got fuck all to do at this point, so probably a bit more often, but we'll see, and we'll discuss that off air. But it was one of those things that, like, being in that mind space is like, I don't like going in that mind space. It's never a happy thing. It's rare that I'm ever kind of feeling that down, but like just kind of writing that thing, kind of it didn't. I wouldn't say it helped me through it, but yeah, that catharsis did kind of. It gave a bit of motivation behind me to be like, oh my God, I actually really fucking like this. Probably because I could relate to the thing that I just wrote off of that emotion that I was feeling. Mm-hmm. And then like for the next few weeks, it was that thing of kind of like, even if I wasn't physically writing it, it was constantly in the back of my head. It's kind of like, oh, but this could happen with this character and this character could do this thing. So when it came to like me sitting down and writing or like getting on a call with Sully and us kind of working through stuff, I had those ideas ready. And it got my mind off of the fact that like, you got nothing to do. Work doesn't want you. I was like, work. It wasn't that work didn't want me. It was like it was just one of those things that like
circumstance.
It was a necessity of the circumstance. But like you can tell yourself that as much as possible, but it eventually gets to kind of like, well, why couldn't it be someone else? I was like, well, it couldn't have been. So
I can completely understand where you're coming from.
Yeah,
man.
and it was that thing was kind of like the logical side of me was kind of like, well, it couldn't have been. It just had to be this way. So it's fine. You're good. They obviously want you back, and I'm back, and it's fine. But the other part of my brain was kind of like, but they don't want you. Shit, you're terrible. And it was like getting something else to focus on was actually really quite nice, especially because like it was meant to only be a couple of weeks, and then it got to months, and then it got to more months, and it was one of those sort of things that like it felt never ending. It felt like. And it literally got to that point where it's like every time I kind of had a meeting scheduled with the people at work for them to update me on it, it was kind of like, this is the time that they tell me they're not coming back. And it's kind of like, it got to that point where I was like, genuinely concerned. I remember the night before the last call that they told me I was coming back, I couldn't sleep because I was so worried. It was one of those sort of things kind of like, fucking hell, not sleeping isn't going to change anything either way. True. But like the logical side of it says that. And then the other side of it goes, but it could. And you're like, what are you doing, other side?
Mate, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly
like,
to a T.
And it's like, I mean, but that is all just kind of like circumstantial to what's going on. Like, this is such a fucking weird time. And everyone says how weird the time is. So I feel like I just don't want to kind of focus on it. But it is a weird time. And it's just one of those things. Very lucky that I didn't get.
And, you know, sorry to interrupt you on that last bit.
No, please. Yeah.
But it's a weird time and it's a scary time, but I guess it's on us to decide how that time's going to be.
Yes.
You know? So for me, I could have, to this day, I could still be wallowing and being like, you know, mourning the relationship. Exactly. Or I could have, you know, become this fucking butterfly of a human being that I feel like I am right now. And Luca, you know, you fully went for bonus stage, which is by the way, this is our other podcast gaming show service.
Bonus stage gaming shows.
It's actually really good. I talk mainly about fighting games usually.
He's our FGC boy.
I talk about Minecraft sometimes.
A little bit behind the scenes, we literally recorded the most recent episode before doing this, which is where I drank my first beer, and you can see me getting slowly drunker probably on the episode.
Yes.
you also see me talk about litmus paper sometimes.
Yes.
Don't.
But
think
yeah,
that's ever happened.
Luca, you dived into bonus stage. You learned how to use, OBS software, all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not like your hands were idle. But I can see how long it can go on for. It can be like, oh, this is,
And that was that sort of thing. So yeah, I guess we should just say, if you want to check out our gaming podcast, there is now 20 episodes out there. It is called the Bonus Stage Gaming Show. There are some bonus episodes, pun on the name. It's almost like we thought about that when we did it. Episodes out there. It's on all good podcast streams, which is where the majority of people listen to it, but you can get it on YouTube. Very quickly found out that YouTube hates the idea of long form podcasts, and fuck all people actually view it because, and we see the data on this, it doesn't get shared to literally anyone, which is why we don't get anyone watching it. Not really sure how to fix that. So if you want to be involved with it, I would say go to the audio stream because that is where the majority of people are at this point.
But also subscribe to the YouTube channel.
No, don't, because it
makes me. It's literally my job, and it makes me feel bad.
I know, but like the things that I've learned because I had so much time is like if people subscribe and they don't watch, that actually it has a negative impression on your channel, which is like baffling to me. But I kind of understand it.
Wow.
Yeah, this fucking AI algorithm is just kind of weird.
I am 100% sure they don't understand the algorithm anymore.
Yeah, I think it's beyond them.
100% sure that algorithm has gotten too big for YouTube to handle.
Yeah. So, if you're thinking of starting a podcast and put it on YouTube, definitely put it anywhere else but YouTube as well, because chances are that's where your audience will grow, because that's what's happening to us in that podcast.
Get that Jogan deal with Spotify.
Yeah, 100 mil. Why not?
Yeah.
Get that Microsoft Bethesda deal. 7.6 billion.
Jesus.
Fuck me.
Let's go.
we actually talked about that on the Bonus Stage podcast, so if you want to check that out, you go check that out. Anyway, let's get back to the SlapDuck podcast, because this is season 2 of SlapDuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is like something that I kind of want to thank you guys for like actually just kind of giving your all to that, because it was that sort of thing that like it kept me kind of a bit sane for a few weeks, figuring all that shit out. And I felt like I was kind of just there going like, guys, we're going to do a gaming podcast. And you guys were like, all right then. It's kind of like, yeah, but we're going to do it properly. And I've done this and this and this. And like every time I kind of like saw your faces, you were like, if you need this, we'll do this. And it kind of, just became a thing that we did each week. But like at that point, I needed a project. I needed something to work on that I felt like I could progress the actual learning on and kind of see some results by the end of it. And it literally went from like downloading some software, finding some tutorials, to like me jumping in Photoshop and designing the backgrounds and transitions in Premiere and loading them in.
Canva now.
And it was like something like, I'm proud of how it looks. YouTube doesn't like it, probably because we swear a bit on it, because we can't stop ourselves swearing. Like the first 3 episodes we didn't swear, and then after that we thought, like, fuck it.
F-bomb.
Yeah.
In the first minute.
Yeah. I was like, well, they definitely don't like us. But it was like, it was that sort of thing that it kept it, at least for those few weeks of building it, from like building the tech side of it and recording all the footage and getting everything in, they gave me something to do. And then it became like a thing of like, I've done everything I can do, and it's just a weekly thing. And at most it takes up an afternoon. And that's when it was kind of like, I need another project. And that was like my experience through Furlough, was kind of like constantly trying to find another project. And it got to that point where there were no more projects that I could find or that I could bring myself to do. And I kind of burnt myself out. And I think the last month was me going like, fuck it. Yeah. I'll play some games. I'll watch some films. I will slob out a bit. And it wasn't a bad thing. I feel like I needed to do that. I
don't think burnout is entirely a bad thing. I think when you burn yourself out too fast, it's bad. But you exhausted everything.
Yeah.
Where you kind of deserved a break to just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna play Destiny for another 7,000 hours.
I've finished that season pass too fucking quick. I hit a level 100, and there's like 3 months to go. It was like, I shouldn't have hit this quick.
Yeah,
fucking hell.
No, it would. I think it's like George said, everyone's learned different ways to go through things, and the good things we've learned overall, I feel, for all of us, has outweighed the bad things that have occurred.
Yeah,
I think so.
Bad has inspired good.
Yeah. And I think we're definitely a lucky little trio, because that's what's happened to us, I'm sure there's lots of people out there that that didn't happen to, and it's the opposite effect. And I really do feel for them, because like the times that I was feeling down, it's kind of like I would hate to be feeling that still, and I hate to be feeling that at the end of all this kind of stuff, and it getting worse and worse rather than better. So, and if you are one of those people that are listening to this podcast, do we still have an email for this podcast, Sally?
Yeah, slapduckpodcast@gmail.com.
I believe that's the correct one. Yeah, I mean,
it will also be in the show notes.
It will also be in the show notes. Please feel free to write in. Like, if you don't want us to talk about it on the podcast, it's fine. We can email back and forth. But if you are kind of in that space where you're having a downtime, it is struggling, just feel free to reach out to us, because
man,
we're nice peoples.
We like to be. Good. We like to think we're nice people, but at the end of the day,
I genuinely believe that we are nice people.
We're nice to everyone who's not the three of us. Then we just bully each other.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. That's how love goes, right? It's
I mean,
it's equivalent of friendship.
Oh my god, he actually went there.
Okay, well,
that's what 2 beers does for you when you haven't drunk in a while.
Fucking not quite, mate. Not really what I was expecting to come out there.
I'm gonna have to edit this podcast now, aren't I?
Oh, I mean, yeah, mate. There's
you're
a big
the one
bit
who said
that you have to edit.
So that's on you.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if I can be bothered tomorrow.
Can I just one quick thing, right?
Yeah.
I really want to record in your house again, Luca.
I want us to. I want to get to that stage where I can have the two of you in this room with me, and we don't have a screen between us. And as Sally's saying something, I can stroke his beard and weird him out.
Okay, when we meet, please don't touch me, because I'm not quite there yet. Also, I've just gotten breaking news in the BBC app.
Let's date this thing.
I'm sorry, I've kind of derailed things.
No, because I saw it too. Go for it.
Fucking BBC breaking news. US President Donald Trump is being taken to hospital less than 24 hours after testing positive for coronavirus.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
What? Okay, that's on the podcast.
One, that might purely be a cautionary thing.
Yeah.
It might 100% just be, oh, you know what? Let's just put him in in a hospital. Luca, you can't look like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, sorry. So I just jumped in the Apple News app immediately because I was like, why didn't I get this thing? An hour ago, Sky News, I mean, this is very much dating this podcast, but fuck it.
Doesn't matter, whatever.
Coronavirus hit Trump, fatigued as he is injected with experimental antibody cocktail.
Holy shit.
That's the Sky News headline, and I mean, can we trust? I mean, I feel like we can trust Sky News.
It doesn't seem like a good thing to do to an old man who doesn't look very healthy.
Also, why are you experimenting on the president of your country? I mean, we're not fans of that president.
All of our feelings about him aside, don't experiment on him.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, there's easier ways to kill a man than experiment on him.
But
whoa.
Jesus. Okay. On the one hand, let's hope this is a purely precautionary thing.
Yeah.
Because it means, if worst case scenario, it means Mike Pence is running for US president.
Oh, and that would be even fucking worse. Jesus Christ.
And Mike Pence hates gay people.
And the rest.
God.
Low key.
It's not low key.
Low key.
It's definitely not low key.
Low key. Oh man, 2020 is fucking wild.
Low key is my hatred of coriander. His hatred of gay people is not fucking low key. Let's be honest.
It's like coriander.
It's a bit soapy.
Right. Okay.
It's a bit completely.
Soapy. Not everyone tastes the soap.
I know it's a genetic thing. It's just a bit soapy.
Okay, we've completely derailed right now. Can we get this back on track? What is going on?
I know it's been 3 months, George, but do you not remember how fucking rails we always get with this show?
Yes, I know. It's because it's us being as natural as possible. Right?
Now my fucking computer pops up and says Bloomberg.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
This is why you need to be.
It's okay. Luca is fine. Okay, we're creeping up to almost 45 minutes now of this podcast, according to my timings.
We got 4 hours left. It's cool.
Let's do a 24-hour stream one day.
Oh my god,
that'd be so fun.
Not yet.
Season 3.
But I think I feel like the main takeaway from this podcast and with coronavirus in general, because that is the main player that is this year has just been coronavirus central.
Yeah.
And you can't escape it regardless of what's going on. Even Donald Trump can't escape it, apparently.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know? I think the most important thing is to look after your head.
Yes. Oh, biggest thing. I think that is that is hands down the biggest struggle for, I think, most people. I think that's what's caused people to probably get a bit of lapse over everything and kind of even push things like that. You always see these pictures of like the quote unquote Karens in America kind of pushing stuff to one side and being like, I can do what I fucking want. It's probably because there's a mental side of it that you've gotta kind of stay strong or have people around you that you can talk to when you're down. And being isolated, no matter if you're isolated with family, isolated alone, or isolated with like a loved one or just roommates, isolation is isolation.
Yeah. You know,
I mean, I don't want to get dark, but this is going to get very dark for like 2 seconds.
You better make it short.
There's a reason prisoners kill themselves in prison.
Jesus Christ.
oh my God.
That isolation from the world.
We know the US government killed Jeffrey Epstein, Luca.
All right. No, I'm not going there. But it is a dark fucking place, no matter like the actual culture within that. The fact that you're isolated from the rest of the world, the loved ones, you can't see those. You don't have that like sense of freedom. I'm not saying this is prison in any fucking respect, but you take kind of that extreme and you kind of dull it down to essentially what you're going to get to with like the hard lockdown stage, which is you can't really go out, you can't see those loved ones, you can't do the things you want to do.
Yeah.
It does affect your mental state, and that is the hardest thing to keep solid.
I found it difficult initially when, I think it was like March 16th or something. And I got a text from my mom saying, I don't particularly want you in London while this is going down. Can you come home? Or something to that effect. Or it might have been my dad saying, your mom's a bit worried, would you want to come home? And at that point in time, I was like, but I could stay in London and I could see my then girlfriend, and I can, there's still that I can do. But I think the fact that I decided to go home literally was the biggest blessing I could have ever have hoped for. Because, I may have broke down crying over sausages, but if I had broke down crying over sausages in London, it would have just been me on my own. But when I started, I love this story. When I started crying over sausages, my dad came in from the garden and was like, look, man, it's okay. Everyone's going through it. It's fine. Like, and that was the one thing, you know.
If you burn sausages, we got more in the fridge. It's cool. We can get some more sausages.
No, right, okay. No, do you want to hear the sausage story?
No, not really. I was making light of it. I know.
No, that's it. No, I'm telling you the sausage story. I'm telling you.
Let's get dark. Fuck it.
Right. So sausage story is right. There are 5 chipolata sausages, chicken flavored sausages, and I thought, right,
are they heck?
Because they're heck, the small ones.
Heck, I love those sausages.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So they're the small sausages. So I was like, okay, I can't put 4 in and leave the 5th one. That's just wasteful.
You always got to do 5. It's 5 and 5. So, that's it.
So I put all the 5 in, and then my mom came in and was like, George, come on, that's a bit greedy. Do you really want to do that? And it was at that point in time, she had left the room, and I was like, oh my God, everything has just hit me at once. I have no control. The tears started to come, because obviously I moved away from independence. I am now back under my family roof. I'm miles away from my then girlfriend. There was so many things, so many factors. And that last, it was just the breaking point. Cooking sausages. That's the story. I don't want to go into any more massive detail about it, but
they're a beautiful food.
Sausage.
I like Linda McCartney ones.
Linda McCartney sausages are actually good.
I did have one because we had a bunch in the freezer that we had to use because they were there for 2 years.
Listen, Luca,
They're not bad.
I can't get affordable normal sausages.
Really?
Yeah, so it's hard to find good halal ones.
Oh shit! Yeah, I mean,
because like
there's
usually
literally
just processed shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's a halal butcher literally down the road from me.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking, you'd love it here. But yeah.
Yeah. But I was like, I'll let to McCartney, just fucking throw 4 of those boys in.
All right, Linda, how you doing?
A little bit of ketchup.
Yo, damn. Let's go.
Yum.
So, yeah, I feel look after your heads. That's the only thing. That's the most important thing.
If it makes you feel any better, there was a point in time where every Friday I'd eat a whole fucking pizza.
I love
on
you
my own.
so much right now. Let's go.
I was like, this is fucking. I was like, I hate myself for doing this, but
it's only a pizza, mate. I mean, I've never not eaten a whole pizza when I've eaten pizza.
No. But it was like
a big boy
a snack.
Ooh.
It wasn't like oh, this is dinner to fill me up for the rest of the night. It was like, fuck it, let's make a pizza.
It's 3:00. It's snack time. Let's have pizza.
Yeah.
Yo.
So that's really fucking. That's when I was like, oh, I think I hit rock bottom. I think that's like where I started to realize, oh, this is my rock bottom for coronavirus. It's only up from here.
Fair enough, bro. That is a. Yeah, I think I went the opposite when coronavirus first hit. Like when all the gyms and stuff stopped down, I was kind of like, I can't fucking exercise. I started running, and then like the running every day fucked with my knees, so I had to run like every few days, which really got to me. So I was kind of like, fuck it, I'll reduce the food that I'm eating because that will keep me fit. And I remember looking in the mirror. Yeah, I looked in the mirror one day. I was kind of like, shit, I'm weirdly skinny at this point.
My gains.
I went proper. It was that something like me at the moment is not like no one's looking at me going, oh, that's a swole boy. But fuck me, did I look skinny? And I was like, I've never looked like that before, and I didn't like the look of that. It kind of to me it was a bit ill, but obviously not to that degree. But it was that thing of like, I should start eating some more. And then the gym's open. I was kind of like, fucking praise.
It's gains o'clock.
Praise Satan. There's a fucking gym that I can burn.
Time to go to church.
Listen,
yeah,
boys. Let me. Let's see this. Listen.
Okay.
What
right,
if? What if?
What if?
We just got fucking roided.
Too fucking late, mate. I'm already on it. Let's go.
Shit, bro.
Have you not seen George's calves?
Who's your guy?
Who's my guy? Have you heard of a guy called Arnold? Who's Mr. Olympia like 8 times?
I won't say my joke just in case they ever hire me.
I'm leaving it in. This has been weird. This has been lovely, but weird coming back to this kind of chat.
Yeah.
This unstructured, I don't need to click through things.
What about
chat?
Chatart, the Pokemon?
It's good.
Save that for the nerd podcast, Sully. God.
Listen, you play 2 Chaots. You use that one. I was going to say spell. Christ.
Wow. Okay. Now you just revoked your
what
card
a
there.
nerd.
You
Yeah,
can't.
Jesus.
There are no
Absolute
spells
nerd.
in Pokemon.
Jesus.
All right. So you got to chill out while I think about maybe ending this podcast.
Nah, it's a never-ending story.
Ending this man's career called Luca. Because I'm in 2 minds of whether or not I should say
it. I don't know what you want to say, but say whatever it is.
No,
that
it just requires you to do a lot of editing work, and I don't know if
I should do it. Don't know. I'm doing this tomorrow before I have to do something, so I'd rather not.
Okay, fine.
Mate,
I won't ask
sus.
for very specific woodland sound effects and stuff.
I fucking do it. Do it. I
just get a loop
do
of
it.
someone just hitting a piece of wood.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What would you like? What would you like?
Oh, Sully, back me up. What would you want?
So imagine we're in the Fangorn forest.
Yeah, okay.
We're walking through. The young Ents have just sprouted. The scourge of Saruman is gone.
What the fuck?
This is so much more work than I was thinking.
No, okay. Scrap that. Scrap Fangorn, right? What we need to do is you need to have a couple of, like a fire going, just the crackle of a fire, and then in about 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1, fireworks go off because this is season 2.
Hey, welcome to season 2.
I don't know why I'm doing it with my mouth because I've obviously put them in.
Mario.
Oh, look at all these fireworks going off. Oh, it's pretty.
Luigi.
Yeah, so many colors.
Where's the pastrami?
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Go on, George.
That was good. So, shall I round this off?
You know, round it up. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, baby.
Are you happy for me to do that, Sully? I know you kicked off.
Yeah, babes. You round this. You round it up.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening to the SlapDuck podcast. I've been one of your colourful hosts, George Gessie, and the one with the elaborate painting on the wall is the one. Yeah, pointing to you. Yeah.
I'm the only non-colourful host, Lucas Sheehan.
And the last but not least, the one who kicked off the show, the one that inspired me to do the show in the first place.
Oh, thanks.
Is my boy.
I'm the other colourful host.
Yeah.
Sully Iqbal. You can find us. Where can they listen to us, George?
Oh my God! Let's see if I can remember. Okay.
We haven't done this in so long.
You can find us on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Anchor, all the great places where you can find podcasts, and on
baby.
Oh, not on that website, which I was about to autopilot.
I know that radio station is now dead. Oh, R.I.P.
And you can also find us on slapduck.com, probably.
Yes, you can.
Is that still a thing?
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. We still have that server.
SlapDuckAndersonShelton.com.
Yeah.
Because I bought that for one joke.
Oh, why do we buy those websites?
It might be worth something.
It might be worth something.
Probably not. You can also find us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. As well as emailing us at slapduckpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
So let us know. Hit us up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, feel free to message.
It'd be lovely to hear from you guys again.
Yeah, it'd be lovely to hear from you guys. I mean, if you have any topic that you're like, oh, this would be a cool one to hear these mental people talk about. If it's a serious one, I promise not to drink on it.
It can literally be as esoteric as you want. It can be, I wonder why, like, is grass a giant plant? Or is grass like lots of individual tiny little plants? You know?
We can fight about that.
Or it could be like, do cats really have 9 lives, or are they just crafty little cunts? We don't know. We don't know.
Test it out.
Yeah. Or it could be, if you put a duck in a room with a goose, is the goose gonna beat shit out of the duck? Do you know what I mean?
Probably, yes.
Wait, are you saying should we put you in a room with a duck? Is that what you're just saying?
He is a goose.
You're a goose.
That is exactly what I'm asking.
Have you guys ever had gooseberries?
I actually haven't. I haven't had a gooseberry before. I might have. I don't know.
Let's save this for something else. I feel like we've done this before. Let's save this because we're wrapping up. So let's not start another conversation because people want to
I kind of miss the improv sections of the SlapDuck podcast.
We'll bring back more.
We'll do one next week when we're not all somber and we're a bit happier.
We're doing another one next week.
Are we? Is that what's going on
next week?
What do you want?
Do you mean next month, mate?
Next
year?
How about
next year?
Next time.
Next time.
Now that was
maybe we'll have
right.
a guest.
Oh, let's go! I'm down for that.
Yeah, let's see who we know has a fucking microphone that isn't shit. That'd be cool.
Wow, you're such an elitist sound designer.
What
you know, all the YouTubers are like, you know what, guys? It doesn't matter what equipment you have. Just make sure it looks nice and sounds okay.
That is bullshit.
Yeah. Why they fucking speak through their 500-pound microphone setup? Or it doesn't matter what you're using. I got an SMB1 with a cloud lifter running through a fucking Focusrite. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, now he's gone too much. Now he's
What's
gone
he
into
saying?
dessert. I don't know. He's become esoteric. I don't know.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye. I'm gonna go watch 12 episodes of Naruto.
I'm gonna go and is a new episode of The Boys out today?
It is.
So.
I watched it earlier. It's pretty good.
Okay, I might watch that.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's not late enough to sleep, but it's not early enough to do something. So I'm just gonna
Could just be YouTube.
I'm gonna stare at my reflection in this iMac till I fall asleep.
All right, Narcissus.
Well,
Which
Luca,
did you betray?
Luca, where can they find you? You specifically, if you want it.
At home, London-based, East London.
Wow, they're awfully specific there.
Yeah, it's like I was this close to actually saying my fucking address. I know, Luca_Sheehan. I think I'm at Twitter and Instagram on that. I'm sure Sully will very perfectly put it in the description for anyone to
it'll
look
be in
at.
the show notes, baby.
Okay, good. All right.
So thank you for that.
Sully? Well, it's going to be in the show notes.
You can find me at Sadiq Khan You can find me at Sully.
God, it's good.
You don't need to cut that.
That's good. I'm not cutting that. That's fucking
You can
gold.
find me at Sully_Iqbal on Twitter, TikTok, and basically on Instagram.
Good.
Basically
Good,
on
guys.
Instagram.
Right. Mine's...
I'm just sitting here with my basic bitch shoes on Instagram. Just you can
No,
find
because
me.
there's no underscore in my Instagram. I need to change it.
Sort
Right.
that shit out, Sully. Jesus.
Okay.
Change all
I'm
my
going to
links on
say where you
everything
can find me. Luca, this can be the bit after the credits, if there's credits. Are we having
Wait,
credits?
so I'm doing credits and then they can find you after. Are you in a garden
Yeah.
again? Are you in another garden?
No. This was very, very, very specific, okay? Okay,
There's,
so
there's
what you
no
have to
credits,
do-
so just go.
No, listen. If you guys want to find me on any kind of social media channel, what you have to do is, right, you have to go into the pantry. You need to get out the coriander. You need to empty the coriander thing, right? You need to look in, twist it a bit on your eye. It might sting a bit initially, but you'll be able to see into the void, okay?
Okay,
And then
which one?
once you look, the coriander void, that one.
Nice.
If you look hard and deep enough into the void, you'll see me at goose_jam at Instagram and at PaperThinGeorge on Twitter. So maybe give that a go. Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe I feel like I should say it. Don't put coriander in your fucking eye. That might be a bit weird. But, if you're so inclined, if that's your kink, go for it. We're not shamers here.
Eat a bottle of coriander.
If you do that, could you send a picture of your eye after that fact to George at Goose on Sword Jam?
Oh my god, no way. No, do not do that.
I want direct messages straight to him publicly. I want pictures.
I don't know if that's how that works.
I want to see some soapy eyes.
It's not soap. It's just you.
Coriander's soapy, man.
You're the reason.
The cleanest eyes.
Tell me why.
Stop it. Right. Okay. We're done. I'm done. This is over.
Yeah, we should probably stop before we get copyright stricken. Bye.
Bye. Sayonara.